What up, guys? It's Ash's Corner, and I'm gonna talk about this Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao fight and why they gave the fight to Jeff Horn and why the decision was 115 to 113. Um, First of all, let me just start off by saying yes, I do believe that this was a robbery, and I do agree with what most of the people are saying, but not everybody. I believe that it's a lot of things in that fight that you never see anybody do to Manny Pacquiao. And it's a lot of and Jeff Horn wasn't back and he wasn't taking any steps back. I didn't see any of that unless he was getting pushed or it was part of a combination he was throwing or setting something up. He didn't step backwards at all, but Pacquiao was. So he was already controlling the ring for most of the fight. Not all the fight, but most of the fight. Almost every round, besides probably 3 rounds, he was dominating Pacquiao. And when I say dominating, I don't mean landing the most shots and he was winning that round. I mean dominating, meaning he was not letting Pac do what he wanted to do. He was forcing the pressure. He was on some Sean Porter shit. And Pacquiao seemed like he couldn't stop Jeff Horn from bullying him. He couldn't stop him from all the fakes and the weird movement was really catching Pacquiao off guard, and a lot of people saying Jeff Horn was not landing as much. Man, I seen him land significantly on on Pacquiao. I seen him get some good shots on Pacquiao. Of course, Pacquiao got some good shots on Jeff Horn. He probably got the better of the shots, but I also think the refs kind of looked at the blood on all over Pac's face because he had a cut on like both corners of his hairline or some shit like that. But both of them was caused by accidental headbutt. Yes, the refs did get it wrong. I mean, the judges did get it wrong. But after the fight, Manny Pacquiao said that he respects the decision. I don't know if you guys remember everything that he said. I know I don't remember everything that Pacquiao said after he fought Floyd, but still to this day he doesn't acknowledge that Floyd beat him. But if he respects this decision, then he's acknowledging that Jeff Horn beat him. So he must think that. And when he fought Floyd, he did everything right, and he knew he won the fight. That probably wasn't the case when he fought Jeff Horn. As if he thought he did everything right and he won the fight, he would have never said he respect the judge's decision. He didn't say that shit when he fought Floyd. All right, that's all I'm saying. But Pacquiao did. I mean, Pacquiao's an older fighter. He's getting up in age. I know he got a big fan base, and a lot of people was hating what I was saying when I made my fight review after I watched the fight. But I was just reporting on what I seen. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk about. I wasn't going to talk about the refs. That's what I'm making this video for. I mean, the judges. That's what I'm making this video for. But I mean, either way you look at it, he did some things to Pacquiao that it was very hard for other fighters to do. And I agree with Tim Bradley after the fight. He said that because he was arguing with the dude Smith. I hate that motherfucker, but Smith was basically saying that he's that Horn can't compete with Earl Spence, Danny Garcia, and Keith Thurman. And Tim Bradley was saying, from this performance that you've seen from Manny Pacquiao tonight, do you think he can compete with Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, and Danny Garcia? And my answer is fuck no, he can't, and that's true. I mean, he did. It was a good fight, but he know. I'm just saying he knows how good he is. We watch fights, but he knows how good he is, and I believe he knows that he could have did a lot better. If they do catch a rematch and he gets to fight Jeff Horn again, it will be a landslide victory. But he was fighting in practically Jeff Horn's hometown, and you know how that goes. Just like when everybody goes overseas or to another country to fight somebody, you got to do a lot to beat that fighter. And if you ask me, just like I said, Pacquiao did enough to retain the title. You got to do a little bit more than be even with the champ to beat the champ. And a lot of people are saying it's a draw, and just like I said in the video, it all depends on how you're watching the fight as far as who won. But those three people, Danny Garcia called out Pac-Man before. Keith Thurman been calling him out for a very long time, damn near probably over a year and a half. Earl Spence been calling him out forever too. And he could have made catch weight in between him and Terrence Crawford, and that didn't happen. He chose to fight his mandatory, which was Jeff Horn. If you ask me, he chose the lesser of the evils. He chose the one that's not as good as the other. He's the weakest link out of all the people that Manny Pacquiao could have fought. So this is why people are saying that he cherry picked this fight. Yes, it is his mandatory, but he had other options to make him either unify with someone or get a belt in another weight class. But he chose not to do that. He chose to fight this school teacher. So that's why people are saying he cherry picked. But I don't know if y'all know or recall the reason why Manny Pacquiao got his first big fight or whatever happened after someone cherry picked him. They thought that Manny Pacquiao was gonna be an easy fight. He came in there and beat the bricks off the person that was supposed to beat him. So, and this isn't the first time that Manny Pacquiao has gotten robbed. Clearly, because Tim Bradley was a robbery. No bullshit. But I'm happy that he lost. Sorry. Because, on all honesty, he wasn't fighting anybody. Y'all know he wasn't going to fight anybody. If he would have beat fucking Jeff Horn, he would have fought Constantine after that, and then some other bullshit. Then he would have bitched for another fucking 9 months to a few years, depending on how many years he was going to stay fighting. Instead of being retired, he was going to bitch about Floyd. He wants a rematch with Floyd. That's all Pac was trying to do. He wasn't going to fight Thurman. He wasn't going to fight Spence. He wasn't even going to fight Danny Garcia or Porter, or else he would have been did it. All right, the man got too much on his plate. He's getting older. He's not the same Manny Pacquiao he was fucking 5 years ago. He needs to just hang it up, because I want to see some unifications. I want to see some undisputed champions. I want to see some real fights. I don't want to see somebody get a title and go chill out. So I hope Thorne, since he calling out Floyd Mayweather after the fight, hopefully he's up for the task. He's willing to fight one of these killers and unify. But yeah, it was a robbery, but what can you do? This has been Ashley's Corner. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.